up, dicks? Welcome back to the channel where we do shit Colts way. We're gonna drink this push. So look, Patriots over at Stage 3 Motorsports, awesome dudes to work with. Got these from them. These are the Morimoto Gen 2 headlights right here for the 17 to 19 Super Duty. You can get them in like a clear white color or the amber running lights. These are amber. Most people get the clear. I'll put a link to these amber ones and the clear ones in the video description. We're going to go through step by step how to install these. Taking the top off, the grill out, the headlights, what we got to plug in, running the fuse wire. We're going to go step by step how to do that like we always do. But when I bought my truck, this is the one thing I wish I would have just got a higher trim package truck so I could get the good headlights. But this has been a long time coming, so stay tuned. Let's get this shit done. All right, boys. I got a new mic, so if it's the loud, I'm still trying to use it, but just trying to get the channel better. So we're gonna cut this open real quick. If you hear me smacking or whatever in the mic, I ain't trying to, but. Comes with two boxes like this. This is left and right. So this is the right side light. Comes with a wiring harness right there. We'll plug all that in, show you how to do it. Here's the lights. So it's got these wires on the back. It might look a little confusing, but we'll get it figured out. All right, so what we're gonna do, we're gonna go up to the grill here, and I'm gonna show you what pins you gotta pull and I think it's 10mm bolts, but I'll double check. And we'll take the top off, pull the grill out, show you how to take the headlights out. So once we get all the tools set up, we'll start this video again. All right, so first thing you're gonna wanna do is get on your grill, and you're gonna have these little push tabs. I think there's like 12 or 13 of them, but there'll be a little gap on the side right here. So you just stick a screwdriver in there and kind of like lift up like that, and then they'll pull out, and then you put it back together so you can use it later. It'll only go in one way. So you go through and you take all them off. It's super simple. I've had them off 100 times, so mine come out pretty easy. I think the first time you do it, they're going to be a little bit harder, but it literally takes 1 second. So go through and take all these little plastic push pins. There's going to be some, I don't know if you can zoom out a little bit, Chad. There's going to be some on the top up here too. Can you see them? Yeah, so there'll be two here, 1, 2, and so just, if you're trying to, once you get them all off, if you're trying to lift it and you can't, well, that's why. You just have a few more pins you got to pull out. So we'll pause the video, I'll take the rest of these out. All right, so once you get all the push pins out, this thing should just lift up, and then you'll just toss that somewhere. And the next thing, I don't know if you can zoom in on these, Chad. There's I don't know how many 10mm bolts there is, but there's a few. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, I'm sorry. This ain't one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think there's 8 for the grill. There might be a few more, and I might be missing a few because I've taken this thing off 100 times and I ain't got everything back every time. But anyway, take these 10mm bolts out here. Let me show you. So they just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think that's all of them. Yeah, I think that's it. All right, so put these somewhere, and then this is gonna probably be a little bit pain for me because I got this. So now what happens is the grill just pulls out, but I gotta be careful because I got these damn things here. So you feel like you're gonna break it, but you're not. You just pull, yep, you just pull that sumbitch right out. That was easy. So as you can see, I got wires in here. That's for my light up forward emblem. So if the wires are long enough, I'm already pulling them. So what I'll probably do, you ain't gonna have this problem. So you just take this grill and move it out the way. I might leave it on and just move it over to one side where I can get in there. But we'll pause the video, I'll figure out what I'm gonna do. But that's how the grill comes out. All right, on the grill, I know some people are gonna be like, well, mine don't go off like that. My buddy Chad you've seen some of the videos. He's got that 2022 carbonized gray platinum. His grill was a little bit different than mine. So on the back, there's a nut right here you're gonna have to take off. And then on the bottom right here, there's a bolt on the bottom. Mine just had them on the top. His had them a nut right here with the ones on the top and another bolt right here you gotta take out. But you know, mine's an 18 model, his is a 2022, and so his grill's a little bit different than mine. And you're gonna have to, I don't have any front cameras or anything like that, so he does. If you got the higher end model truck, you're gonna have cameras and sensors and stuff. You're gonna have to unplug the cameras and everything. I don't have any of that to unplug. So, but there was 4 more bolts that you need to know about. All right, so I didn't cut my wires. I don't have to resplice them, so I just laid my grill up kind of on the side like this. You can do whatever you got to do. But there's 4 10mm bolts. So there's one up here on the top. Take that out. And then if you look right in here, there's 1, 2. So there's 2, you've got to take them off. And the other one. All right, now this one is going to be a little bit different for me. There's 1 more. All right, so we got the 3 up top there. Had to move the camera, but there's 1 more right here, another 10mm bolt. Now this is going to be different for me. If you got a stock bumper, there's going to be a little plastic flap. You're going to pull that plastic flap back, and you can fit your socket in there. I cannot fit it anymore, so what I've got is this 10mm speed wrench right here. I've got to come up from underneath it, and I'm going to hope that it's not too long, and I'll be able to get it off. But this is the last bolt you've got to get off. Once I get this out, we'll start the video again. I might can get it by my fingers now and take my watch off. All right. That was easier than I thought it was going to be. Latte break. All right, so once you got all the bolts out, you'll then pull, and it should pop right out. Usually it's a little harder. The bottom is kind of a pain to get out sometimes. I hope. So now you're gonna have to unplug everything. So I've got LED headlights in here. So I'm just gonna, how did I even unplug them suckers? If you don't have LED headlights or whatnot, it'll be a little different, but just trying to get enough room up in here. I got these, let me see here. Put my light down. You just gotta make sure everything's unplugged. So that's it. So I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna do the same thing to the other side. It's self-explanatory. It's the 4 friggin' bolts, and you unplug your stuff. So once we get that done, we'll start over. Just never been a real gentle shit. I figure the more shit that I'm gentle with, like I'll baby my truck and the son of a bitch be in the shop the next day. I got to give her hell everywhere I go. All right, so next thing we're going to do before we put the headlights in, you've got this big fuse tap pigtail thing. This fuse right here is going to go in, there's an empty spot. It's number 35. And it's got a short end. This will go to the passenger side headlight. This long one, this long end, you're going to have to run this over to the driver's side. So that's what we're going to do next. We're going to find that fuse location 35. I got way too much shit in the way over here just because I got a breaker here for my plugs. All right, so we're in the fuse box right there. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 fuses right here, these little ones. There's an empty spot, number 6. Well, that's actually number 35, but it's the 6th one here. So that's where this is going to go. So I'll plug that in, and then I'll show you what it looks like when we're done. All right, so I about lost my shit on this, and I ain't going to lie about it. Every video online, this plug here doesn't come straight out the back. This part comes out at a 90. Well, they just plug it in real easy. I couldn't get this son of a gun to plug in here. So I just ended up bending this back as far as I could. And you got to have the red fuses facing the front of the truck. But every other video that you see, this thing comes out, this wire comes out the side at a 90. Well, it fits real easy. Well, this way, this shit ain't fitting. It took me literally 20 minutes to get this in here. Now I got it jammed in there so tight that I hope this wire ain't kinked bad. But then what you might want to do is maybe cut a little notch right here and then cut another little notch like on your lid. I'm going to see when I put my lid on here how tight it is. I'll probably end up cutting a little notch, but just know that at first you're going to be like, they sent me the wrong one. It literally took like 15 minutes and finally got it in there. So that's just going to take a little while. Maybe I'm just an idiot. All right, so I came out of there, ran the wire up here, put the passenger side pigtail through there, through this little hole right there. There's a little gap right there. And then the driver's side one, I'm just going to run it up along this and probably zip tie it to this radiator hose right there, or coolant hose. And I'll get it, once I'm done, I'll clean it all up, and I'll just run across through here, and then down through the same little gap. So it's coming out right up there. So once I get the headlights in, I'll come through and clean up and zip tie all that, but that's how I routed the little pigtails. So what we're going to do now is plug it all in. We'll show you what it plugs into. So you're going to take this, on mine, I've seen on some videos it's different. On mine, it's this brownish plug to this black one. They say not to use the gray. I've seen on some videos that you use the gray, but we're using the black with this brown on mine. And it's going to be, I'm pretty sure it's this one, right, Chad?
It should be, yeah.
That one's in there. And then it's, I think it's that top one. It's confusing, but you just got to match them all up. They won't plug in if they don't match. And then pretty sure that's that one. That's the one that goes to, well, I'll show them what color it is. So it's the one with the black and gray wire. And then the thing that we ran from the fuse box, which is right here, it's going to go into that one, I believe. Yep. And now, if you want to have your turn signals just regular, you leave everything like it is. If you want the sequential C, where it's like coming up from the top and the bottom and meeting in the middle, you unplug this. So we're gonna unplug that because we want sequential turn signals. And then what you do before you put the light and everything in here, we're going to test it. So we'll go turn the key on and we'll test everything. So we're going to leave that unplugged. So we'll set the camera re-up again and we'll test it. All right, so what we're going to do now is test everything out. Chad's going to go to the side over there. So he opened the door, those came on. Now hit your see how they started up like that? 1, 2, 3, 4. That's that Bugatti sequence, they say. I think that's what the harness, the fuse tap's for, but I'm not 100. So hit your blinker. See how it's sequential like that? If you left that plugged in, it would have just been one solid blink. All right, hit your, there's your running lights, and then now your dims. Now your brights. They all working. Looks good. Perfect. So now we're going to put this side in, and then we'll do the other side. All right, so kind of zip tied some of this up out of the way, but it doesn't really look like it helped any. So you just got to kind of feed. You're going to feed the bottom end first, and you're just going to have to watch as these wires. Just got to make room for them all. It's going to be a tight fit, but we like it tight. And this is it takes a little bit to finagle stuff, and this bumper sits up a lot higher too. It's sitting on this lip. There we go. And this goes over here, and then you should just hear it clicking there. Now I'm going to put the bolts, the 1, 2, 3, 4 bolts. 1, 2, 3, 4 bolts that we took out at the beginning. So I'll put them bolts in and we'll start again. All right, so once again, you got 1, 2, 3, and then 4. They're all going to be black. The one that's a different color is going to be the one that came from the side down there. So we'll put these in. And this bottom one, I'm not going to film it because I'm going to have to use that wrench. It's going to take a minute, but it goes in the bottom. So once we get that, we'll start on the other side. All right, everything's the same on the driver's side. So I'll set up my camera and we'll just do a little time lapse. It's going to be the exact same. So I got the passenger side done. Take a little latte break real quick, whoosh, and then we'll set the time lapse up, do this one, and then when we get to the grill and everything back going in, I might just do another time lapse then because that's just going to be self-explanatory as well, but just stay tuned. All right, so we got the driver's side in now. I'm going to go ahead and test everything one more time before I put the grill back on. But once we get everything tested and it turns out right, we'll start putting the grill back on. So it won't take too long. I think it all turned out, I could see the reflection off your truck. All right, so we went through everything, the startup sequence, it was right, the lights were right, blinkers, so now we're just gonna do a time lapse how to put everything back together because that shit's simple, but we'll still show it. So give us a second, we'll be done. All right, last thing we got to do is just this, where we plugged in, we run it to the driver's side. I'm just going to clean this up a little bit, and I'm going to come through here and just zip tie this. I'll get them how I like it, and then I'll just zip tie them, kind of keep them up out of the way, and clean it up a little bit. So I'll get here, and I'll go down this and just keep these zip ties in, just to kind of keep the wire hidden up out of the way. Okay, one more thing that it says to do is go into your settings and then go to advanced settings, then vehicle, and then lighting. And you want to turn your daytime lights off, and that would be on. This is off. So I've already done that, but I wanted to show that in the video. All right, so we're kind of going to go through the lights real quick. So there's your unlock. There's your lock. Now if you want the Bugatti startup sequence, this is what it looks like. So I'm going to remote start my truck. Looks legit. All right, boys. Me and my little girl are going to show you how to adjust them. My driver's side's a little bit too high. Hang on, woman. My driver's side's a little bit too high, so I'm going to show you how to adjust that real quick. I'm only going to bring the driver's side down to the passenger side, and then I'll show you how to do that. So just stay tuned. Hey, so you always got to be moving, woman. All right, I'm sorry about the mess, but that right there is the driver's side. This is the passenger side. I got to bring the driver's side down a little bit lower, not much. So I'll stand in front of the driver headlight. Okay, so you can see it's the driver and the passenger. So it shouldn't. I shouldn't have to adjust it too much. I just want this to come down a little bit. So it probably wouldn't bother most people, but I'm OCD on stupid things that don't matter. Well, I guess this matters. Anyway, just stay damn tuned. Shit. Okay, so I was able to film right here. I can reach down and touch it. You can't see it because it goes down and it's in. So it's like up in here. You can't see it, but I stuck my phone in there long ways and videoed. so I know it's there, and then I got to feeling around and I can find it. But the only way that I can see to get to it is either take all this shit back off, or I'm just going to take this battery out, and you'd have to take the battery out on the passenger side as well, but I don't have to adjust that one. So we'll take this battery out, I'll unhook all this effing rat's nest, and then I'll go down there and I'll show you what you got to do to adjust it. And we'll just bring it down just a little bit to meet the passenger side. All right, got the battery out. I went right here. See if I can stick my phone in here. See that Phillips head right there? Come on, dumbass. That Phillips head right there, that's going to be your up and down. My left and right is good. I don't really exactly know how I would get to the left and right adjustment. I could probably get to it from, I got a bunch of room under this aftermarket bumper, but if not, I'd have to probably take this off, and you can reach your hand probably up under there. But my left and right adjustment's good. So what I'm going to do, I'll set my phone up, and then sorry about the filming, I'm trying to get it in here. I'll set my phone up and let y'all watch on the wall as I twist that. All right, Dicks, so I was going back through the editing the video part, and when I took my battery out to adjust the light up and down, I turned that Phillips head screw counterclockwise, the light went down. I thought I was recording. I wasn't recording. I don't know what the hell I was doing, but that part didn't get actually on video, and I wasn't about to take my damn batteries out to show you how to turn the damn screw counterclockwise. So get over it. All right, so after playing with it a good bit, I'm pretty happy with that. I ain't trying to build no damn pianos, but it's a lot better than it was. So that's how I'm going to leave it. That's how you adjust them. For the passenger side, you'd have to take the battery out as well. Luckily, I only had to adjust one. I didn't want to get flashed all the time because I've had that happen before. So I just wanted to lower the driver's side to the passenger side. And if I get flashed a bunch, I'll just lower that shit some more. So, but we'll see how this works. But that's how you adjust them. Now the left and right adjustment is lower. Like I said, you got to go from, I think you could take the wheel liner off, and you could go in that way to do that. But that's how you go up and down. I don't have to do left and right because I feel like mine's good. Here's my dims, here's my brights. Dims, brights. Let's go for a little drive down the road. This is dims, this is brights right here. Sorry about the camera, this road's bumpy. Back to dims. Brights. Back to dims. I'll throw on the brights. Pretty much see as far with the dims, just not as high. So there's your dims, there's your brights. Pretty damn bright. Dims. I think I need to maybe adjust the driver's side a little bit higher, but I might leave it lower because what I read is you want the driver's side a little bit lower than the passenger side, just so you don't blind oncoming traffic. And my driver's side is a little bit lower, so that might help me in getting flashed. But if it starts to bother me, that cutoff, I'll just change it. I'll just raise it up a little bit. But dim or brights, dims. But I'm probably gonna leave it like this. It's really bright. Little bonus, this is my dims, this is my fog lights, this is my spot beam, and this is the brights. So I can see the world. I'll turn my spotlights off, fog lights off, and this is just the brights. Dims, here's the spots, here's the fogs, here's the brights. Bam, I got the whole world lit up, son.
Yeah, what's up with it? Do it cause I love it and I stuck with it. We ain't with the subbing in the cut with it. Please none of the talks, I heard enough of it. Like, What you gonna do? Where you at? Who you with? You ain't really bout this, don't talk about it. Really on the move, on the map, never slip. Keep your hands to your lips, don't talk about it. Real eyes, real lives, all the time. Stand on it, if we said it, we don't walk around it. Loose lips, sink ships, red cup, blue strips, new phone, who this? No, we don't allow it. Really on go, I don't know what's an off day. Now we on road, came from smoking in the hallway. Now we got shows, boys feeling like Broadway. Always look both ways, even on a crossway. Driving down Cross Bay, out town Barclays. Really on big things, came up a small way. Championship rings, baby, that's a ball game. Oh, she want a little bag, baby, that's small change. Yeah, that money talk. If we ain't cool, then cut me off. No breaking news, don't run your mouth. Thought it was the plug, now he running off. Thought it was a plug, now he running off. What you gonna do? Where you at? Who you with? You ain't.
All right, y'all. So that's how you install the Morimoto. These are the Morimoto Gen 2 amber DLRs. Like I said, you can get these in white or amber. I like amber just because, you know, on the 17 to 19 miles, cap lights are orange. I just like the orange. I just think it fits my theme of my truck, white and black. It just looks good to me. I am going to do a giveaway. These are a Headlight Revolution LED bulbs. This is what I had in my halogen housing. So what I'll do is 30 days from the day that I post this video. If you want these bulbs, I think I paid like, I got these in the fogs. I don't have the fogs anymore. I think I paid like almost $500 for the set in the fog lights. But if you want these, just comment in the comments, hey, I want the lights, or you know, something like that, and I'll tally up everybody who wants the lights, and then 30 days after I post this video, I'll do a drawing, and I'll just contact you on your comment saying, hey, you won the lights. So if you want these, just comment, I want the lights. We'll set them down real quick. So anyway, like I said, I got these at Stage 3 Motorsports. Super easy to work with, awesome dudes. I'll leave a link in the video description for these, for the amber or for the white. You can click whatever one you want, but they're jam up dudes, and I just support them. They got a good business over there. So that being said, I appreciate the hell out of y'all watching. Till next time, God bless. We're gonna hit Clyde real quick though, till we see that next video, and we'll hit him again. Peace.